All right, welcome back to the Pratt Pack Gym. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who's always going in the right direction when it comes to the great sport of boxing, and Everlast, of course, one of his choice brands. He's Tommy Yankello. He's on the Comcast Sports Line right now, and on ESPN2, Morgan Fitch, one of his fighters, will be fighting tomorrow night. He's getting ready for the weigh-in at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. He joins us right now. Tommy, how are you, and how are things in the desert? Good afternoon.
Good, Rob. Thanks for having me on, buddy.
Hey, talk to me about Morgan. What's up with him? This is obviously wonderful national exposure for this young man who has really put in a lot of sweat equity at world-class boxing in Ambridge.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's a big opportunity. He's on the night before Chavez Canelo big event on Saturday. Actually, the weigh-in is going to be the pre-show to the ESPN card tomorrow. People that have a ticket to the fight also get to see the weigh-in, and then right after the weigh-in, Canelo and Chavez Morgan will be the opener on ESPN2 against Yagamuchi Falcao from Brazil. He was a 2012 bronze medalist. His professional record, he's 12-0, and Morgan is 18-0-1 right now. So, very big opportunity in front of who's who in boxing. I mean, everybody, all the stars and all the, like I said, people that are the who's who of boxing are here this weekend.
You know, what's amazing about Morgan is the fact that you kind of created a little bit of a room for him in a spare room that mainly holds the plaques of members of the Beaver County Hall of Fame, that you were forward-thinking and such pride in the sport, you and your father, you wanted to put them in a safe place so they could be around for generations to come. And slowly but surely, he got up every day and, hey, did some due diligence as far as cleaning up around the gym, and then also put the leather on and went to work in the gym. I don't think there's a better story anywhere as far as a local athlete who has really overcome so much to get to the national stage like Morgan Fitch.
There's no doubt about it, Rob. He's been through a lot of stuff. He's been through a lot of injuries. He had knee surgery, shoulder surgery, hand surgery. He's had a bulging disc in his neck. He had a year off because of that. And he's persevered through all that. And all the hard work is now paying off. Like I say, Cinco de Mayo weekend, Chavez against Canelo. The whole boxing world is out here, and he's got a beautiful platform to show himself. Like I said, he's the co-feature on ESPN tomorrow night. So it's, this is where, like I said, all that time that he put in and all the hard work is beginning to pay off, and we're looking to make it pay off even more with a big win tomorrow.
Well, we wish him nothing but the best. Quickly, though, the big ticket this weekend, Mobile T Arena, promoted by Golden Boy Promotions. It is Canelo Alvarez taking on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And you and I, boxing historians, know that name well. His father may be the most legendary Mexican fighter of all time. Mexican fighters with the huge heart of passion and drive. Cinco de Mayo this weekend, their national holiday. The stage is set. But here's the thing, even though we are both huge Canelo Alvarez fans, and this guy pound for pound is one of the best, the only loss, of course, to Floyd Mayweather, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., 50 wins and only 2 losses. He's won his last 2. He's had weight issues, but according to his manager, Sean Gibbons, he's in shape, ready to go. So now you've got that 4-inch height advantage and 3-inch reach advantage of Julio Cesar Chavez, who is a flat-foot fighter, Junior is, as opposed to a guy who likes to pound to the body, not known for his stamina, but he has good footwork, and I know how much you love footwork. So how do you see this fight playing out in Vegas, HBO pay-per-view? It is Canelo Alvarez and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. They're fighting in a non-title fight at a catchweight of 164.5.
Yeah, and you know, that it's hard to tell who has the advantage by that weight being 64.5. I mean, if Chavez comes in on that weight strong, I mean, he's a big, strong middleweight. I mean, when he was middleweight champion, he was making middleweight strong. I mean, he was a force, you know. And then, like I said, he was having some, he had some discipline issues, is what even his own father said. And he wasn't training properly, and he wasn't able to make the weight anymore. But they say, this fight is for all the pride of Mexico and all the pride, between two Mexican warriors, and it's just a different kind of fight where, this kid, I think, is coming in great shape. He's proven that he's a big, strong middleweight, and he's very, very tough and very, he's a world-class middleweight when he's in great shape. So, I mean, Canelo's a lot smaller. I just think it's a great fight because I think that Chavez, like I said, if he comes in shape like they say he is. I mean, he has the strength and the size to be able to give Canelo a really hard time, if not beat him full an upset. But I mean, if I had to pick, I'd probably pick Canelo just for the simple fact that he's been more consistent. And I think it's wiser to bet on somebody that's been more consistent. But you never know. This fight is a very interesting fight because Chavez at his best at middleweight was a very strong middleweight, and he was definitely a stronger middleweight than Canelo has shown that he is. So I mean, it's a really interesting fight. I think anything can happen. I got to give the edge to Canelo just because of his consistency over time.
Will Canelo go for the knockout early, and the longer it goes, would you then put the advantage in the corner of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Yeah, I think I don't know though, because sometimes if he doesn't have to, if he is cutting weight or he hasn't made the weight strong, then he's the one that may tire out in the long run, and Canelo will be able to outbox him as the rounds go on. So, I mean, I really think both guys have a really good chin. I think that both guys are very good punchers and very strong guys. So, I mean, anything can happen in that fight. That fight's really hard to figure. But if I had to say, I would think that Canelo could finish just as strong as Chavez for the simple fact that he's like I said, he's been the better boxer over the consistency, and he's been able to perform for a 12-round fight, where Chavez has actually looked like at times he's tired of fights because of his conditioning. So that's really hard to say who's going to be stronger if the fight goes further into the later rounds, because you would think the bigger, stronger guy would wear you out, but if the bigger, stronger guy is in shape and Canelo's really boxing nice, then it could work. It could be the opposite.
Tommy Young Keller, World Class Boxing in Las Vegas, MGM Grand. Morgan Fitch, one of his prized pupils, getting ready to fight on national TV, ESPN2 tomorrow night. Tommy, safe travels and nothing but the best. Give our love to Morgan and bring back a win, okay?
Will do. Thank you very much, Rob.
Good afternoon from the Pratte Pack Gym.